What up, guys, and welcome to my second part of starting your freelance business. If you haven't watched the first one, click here to see how I recommend you get started on freelancing. But assuming you're here, you have just got the opportunity to do your first freelance project. So hopefully, if you've listened to the first episode in this series, you haven't gone in full time as a freelancer, but you still have kind of a job. And so this project is kind of extra on your day job, and you're not like fully dependent on this one project. If you are fully dependent on this one project, I'll talk about this later on. But assuming that you still have a day job and you just got a recommendation, or a client, potential client, gives you a call saying, hey, I need your help with designing or developing or doing that thing. Can you do this for me? How much will it cost? Now, this is a tricky situation because you haven't done this before and you're not really sure what to ask for. So here's what I recommend. First of all, before you go into any kind of negotiation or talking about money, you have to know what you want. Because if you don't know what you want, you're never going to get it, right? Because you don't even know what you want. So you'll just accept whatever they offer you or whatever they tell you. You're not going to be able to judge, is it a good offer? Is that a bad offer? So my recommendation, before you even get on the phone, if you just have somebody who said, can we talk about this, or approach you by email or whatever, before you go on to the talk where you discuss money or going to the meeting, do your research, which is as simple as, if they're asking you to design a logo, go on Google and write, how much does a logo cost? And there's probably like a gazillion articles about this, and you should read them. Obviously, most of them will probably be on the low end, or you should at least know that for every product or a service, there's kind of a low end, which probably might be something like something that you would find maybe on Upwork or Fiverr or something like that. There's probably going to be an average cost of that service, kind of an average, and then there's going to be a high end. So maybe for a logo design, like a super cheap end would be maybe around $5 to $100. Medium cost can be a few $100s, and then high end would be thousands of dollars or tens of thousands of dollars. So you don't really want to be on the low end. And the reason that you don't want to be on the low end is, as I've described in the previous video, being on the low end is somewhere where it's going to be super hard for you to go out of this kind of a low end as you progress in your freelance career. So you want to start somewhere from the average. So by doing this research, you know that if they're talking about the low end pricing, you probably don't want to be in that position right now. You probably want somewhere in the average. Obviously, you can't start from the high end if this is your first project ever. Now, when you go into the discussion about money, the first thing that you should say is ask them, when they ask you how much you want, or something like that, you should ask them, what is your budget? And the reason that you ask them, if they say the price first, there's a good chance, if they'll say what their budget is, that it's much higher than what you were planning to ask for them. And if they say, I don't know, like $1,000, our budget is $1,000, and you were willing to do this job for like $500, then obviously they just did the negotiation for you. You can just say, all right, let's do it for $1,000. I can work with that. Obviously, you don't have to look too happy, because if you look too happy, then they know that they're paying you more than you think you deserve. So don't do that, because it's important that they will feel good as well, right? If you're like, yes, $1,000, they're going to be feeling like, oh my God, I can't believe we're paying him $1,000. So you need to make sure they're happy as well. And to make them feel happy, you have to be like struggling. $1,000, I don't know. Yeah, I can do this for you because you seem nice. And they're like, yes, he's willing to do it for only $1,000. Actually, we would pay him $2,000, but I got him down to $1,000. So in that case, everybody's happy. And so again, maybe, and it's very likely that they won't tell you their budget. If they will, awesome for you. If they don't give you their budget, then at least you have somewhere where you know where you can start, and that is the average price that you have researched, and you can try and start from there, and hopefully they'll go with it. Maybe there'll be some negotiation, obviously, but that's a good place to start. Now remember, if this is your first job, then your best priority is to work with clients to build yourself a portfolio and work with high quality clients. That's why, again, you don't want to be on the low end. You want to work with good clients to get started, to get the ball started, to get some good referrals. If you did not listen to my previous video advice and you did went all in to your freelance business, and when you move to full-time freelancing, pricing becomes very, very different because you really need to know what you're making in order to break even, so you have enough money to pay your rent and pay everything else. And then it's more complicated because first you have to understand what's your break-even rate, how much you have to do per working hour in order for you to not get into debt. And then you're more limited in how low you can go, because you need to have a certain break-even rate that you must charge above, hopefully much more above, but there is a break-even rate which you need to charge as a minimum rate. So that's what you do when you move into full-time freelancing. All right, hope this was helpful for you guys. I have a lot more videos coming up on this, so if you're new to this channel, be sure to subscribe and join me on my journey, hopefully make $300,000 as a freelancer this year. All right, catch you tomorrow.